Hello guys and welcome to a new episode of my HLTV Fantasy. This time we'll be looking at the European Development Championship 3. So interestingly, as you might remember from the last episode, I said that I would be waiting until they add ends and whatever the second team was to this event until I do my fantasy. But they still haven't done it, as you can see, and I don't think they're gonna actually do it. Apparently, from what I've gathered, they don't actually add any new teams once they've already released a fantasy, which is a shame. I don't quite understand why they would release the fantasy before all the teams are announced if they aren't gonna add the rest of the teams like ends to this event. Makes it kind of odd to pick fantasy when you can't pick players from one team, but you know, we're just gonna look at all the other teams and see what we can get from them. Important news regarding this event: Endpoint is probably not going to field Flames, and instead they're gonna have Thomas, because OG are apparently interested in signing Flames instead of Isa, to replace Isa rather, and basically because of that I don't have very high expectations for Endpoint. Sprout has not been looking that great, I think. I haven't been very convinced by them, at least. Probably not them either. Teams that I am kind of looking at: Skate, even though they lost to Mouse today, after losing Mirage very closely, and then I think they were kind of destroyed on Nuke. Still, they have potential and have been on. They had like a 17 map win streak, is what I heard from someone. It's Skate. I think the commentator in the game said 17 map win streak. Or match win streak. 7 match streak. It is a 17 match win streak, actually, apparently. My god. That was only broken today by Mouse. So, I mean, even though it was kind of a trashing on Nuke, maybe it's just that Mouse are starting to finally find some form. Dexter, maybe. I remember on Mirage, Dexter was kind of trash, right? Yeah, Dexter was super bad on Mirage. But on Nuke he was not the worst, so maybe he's starting to find his form in that team. Either way, for this event, that doesn't really matter. But Skade, I am still looking at. People like Dennis Law, for example, can get you a lot of points. Oxygen as well, with high headshot percentage, you'd like to see that. However, the players are kind of expensive, and someone like Duplicate, I don't know if I want to pick him necessarily. Sinners, decent team, but Sinners got absolutely destroyed by, in their like last match that I heard of, against X-Twin Strike, right? Yeah, got like crushed, right? Didn't they? Wait, why can't I? Here, match. I want to see this. Yes, 16-1, 16-6. So yeah, Sinners maybe not on their hottest form, and I also haven't liked picking them as much. Someone like Oscar and Neofrag, they can carry a team for sure, but I'm not sure if I want to pick them. Double Pony is interesting. They've been doing well. NBK, of course, a good player. All the players on the team are pretty good. Kind of a wild card pick, maybe. But NBK for this price, for example, is not a bad shout at all. The rest of the teams down here, X-Twin Strike, of course. Okay, X-Twin Strike is very good. Today they beat Habu, for example, who I hold to a very high regard. Players like Elian and Forrester, I like picking quite a lot, especially Elian, because he can be like your main point earner in these kinds of events. Other than that, I heard from a friend that Budapest 5's Bodito isn't as bad as his price may and stats may suggest, because he's been on a leave, on absent. So maybe you go Elian and him as just a filler, and he hopefully puts up some good stats. Question becomes mostly like, obviously you don't want to pick the group player, like the players from the groups, or from the same group. I would like to know, wonder how So let's say I'm just gonna do a bit of an experiment here. Pick random players. Just show me 5 rounds. Yeah, so it's for the entire event. Is all I wanted to see here. It's for the entire event. There's no like separate one for the playoff stage. This is for the entire event, and who you think is gonna do well here. And I think Budapest 5 is not a bad shout here, because this is a pretty easy looking group for the most part. They certainly could make it through here and get some wins against teams like Sangal or TPT. Budapest 5 is not a bad team. Like, bad team. They are not, I don't think they're gonna win the event or anything, but for this price, him might be worth looking at. And then you can afford someone like Ships or Elian or whoever you want to pick. For the main, honestly, I'm feeling X-Twin Strike. I think they're gonna easily make it out of this group. They should. The only team they might struggle against at times is Sprout, but I don't think that's really gonna be a problem. I think they're gonna make it through. I think I pick Elian and Forrester. I just like these players. I might switch into Crad or Lucky, Crad or Lucky or Nickelback even based on their price instead of Forrester. I'm just gonna pick Elian for now and see what I can do. And then I'm gonna try to at least include Bodito because Elian is extremely expensive. I think I need someone to balance out a bit. The real question here is, which team would I like to pick on top of them? So I don't want to pick a team out of here. I don't want to pick a team out here. It's gonna be between all the teams here, and it's not gonna be Ents, obviously, as we can't pick Ents, or Spirit Academy, I think is the second team. Teams I'm considering also, teams I'm considering: Double Pony and Skade, and then from here, Endpoint to some extent, maybe Anonymo. I have a hard time predicting this group. I think it's very close. I don't really want to pick anyone from here because I don't really know the players well enough. However, from here, both Skade and Double Pony. Okay, now that problem here in this group is that there's 3 teams who are very good, I guess. Like Ents, Double Pony, and Skade all have been in pretty good form, even though Ents obviously lost 15-3, a 15-3 lead against Virtus Pro in EPL. Still, in general, the performance was good and far above what was expected of them. So maybe you do want to go for one of these Group 8 teams. Maybe I should look into like Anonymo's form. Have Anonymo, for example, been looking good? Because the problem here is that the chances of Double Pony or Skade being one of the teams being left in groups is pretty high, because I expect Ents will beat all the teams here. Maybe they lose one, but I do expect that Ents make it through at least, and then the second spot goes to one of these teams. And I don't want to maybe take the risk between the teams. I think it's gonna be Skade, personally, but I don't want to count out Double Pony. What does like the rank, like what does the current form say for these teams? Like Anonymo losing to Skade and Sinners, and Nemiga, teams of that quality. Trident and Sangal. Trident was in their group, but they only beat teams like 2-1. What about other teams here then? 100 PG, for example. Maybe it's time for me to go for a bit of a risky pick when it comes to these. 100 PG, look at this, they lately have been losing a lot. Snow Sweet Snow, they just went 0-3. I mean, Snow Sweet 2. Snow Sweet Snow 3. 1 and 2, losing to K23 and Trident only beating Krond. I can't pick this team. Endpoint is... The problem with Endpoint is that I don't know how much the addition of Thomas is gonna affect them. Maybe it just doesn't affect them that much at all, though. Maybe I can just still pick someone like Crucial as my AWP, and then maybe Mighty Max even, and then might be the best play. What about Trident, I guess? The Trident is another one of these systems. They lost to Anonymo, right? Lost to Krakow Floors, yeah. It's tough because I wish they that ENS was in a different group with these teams and I could pick maybe one of them. I think I've got a big endpoint players here. So how does this go then? I pick Crucial as my op. I'll go Alien Multi-Kill most likely then. It's the most expensive guy here, just who's the best guy on the team. I guess maybe not though. 100. It doesn't have to be the most expensive guy. What about Mighty Max? Is he like, does he have like good support stats or something? Pretty good. You'd go like him as well. Surreal, Flame, names. Surreal, can I get another player from Windstrike? Get Crad. So how would this work then? Alien multi-kill, Bodito. I don't know what you put on this guy then. Just a random like support role maybe. Crucial op. One of these IGL. Crud or Surreal. I guess Crud because we want. I guess we expect Windstrike to win the entire event. That's my like prediction. And then or ENS or Windstrike in my eyes win the event. And Surreal gets just something. It's like the problem where I don't know what I should put on someone like Surreal. What can I get if I pick Mighty Max? I could get like anyone of the X-Windstrike guys, I guess. I mean, wait. Oh yeah, right. Mighty Max, Crucial. Wait, what if you don't go Crucial and you just go like Mighty Max, different endpoint guy? I don't know, but I'm wasting a lot. Yeah, that doesn't make any sense. I go like Mighty Max, Robin. Yeah, I don't know. Trying to work my head here, but still not convinced about endpoint, honestly. Maybe I should just gamble on Skate. I think I might do that instead. Or gamble on Double Pony, one or the other. I think I like gambling on Skate more, most likely, but this guy has high headshot percentage. I think NBK is a good shot. But if I go these 211, I can still go for like Lucky. 4 grand wasted. What if I don't go for Joko? Do I get someone out better? Could get like Afro and Joko. I don't know if. I guess this is better than having NBK. I'm not sure. I'm kind of considering that maybe it's better to have NBK instead of one of these guys still. Or maybe you don't go Lucky. You can get one of the better guys, like someone like. Yeah, you go Lucky instead of Lucky with an I. Like this. Do we still get one of the Windstrike guys? No, we don't quite have the money for that. Pretty close though. Instead of Lucky, maybe you go Body. Body had some good stats, and then you can go Forester. I like this. This I'm pretty happy about. So you can go headshot percentage Body. Elian on the op. NBK or probably Forester IGL. NBK can be like support or something else. And then Bodito just gets random. I'm liking this team. I honestly like the look of this team. I just really hope that Double Pony make it out of the group and maybe even a bit further in the groups than the groups in the playoffs. It's a tough one to predict this group, but they have a shot. Maybe it's a better. Let's get. How much are people like? I go fantasy here for the most picked players. Like Mighty Max Flames. Flames is kind of a rest in peace pick here. Bodito quite a bit, basically for the price. Oscar, very few people have picked Oscar. Oscar, like, it's not the bad shout because Sinners probably make it through here. I think my secondary account is gonna be Sinners because these three teams they should beat. Probably like Sinners endpoint. But either way, you can check that in the description down below. I haven't done that yet, so. So IGL was Forrester then. Body had good height shot percentage, right? Yes. NBK, like, interesting. Maybe you go like multi-fragger. Interesting. NBK does multi-frag a fair bit. Maybe you go for this. Then I'll go for like support on him. That looks good. Maybe he does get. He plays some of those spots where he can multi-frag. At least he played for OG. I think he played a bunch of positions where he can, like, he would anchor B side, for example, where you're gonna get multi-frags on Dust. I mean, because I just don't know what else you would put on him. There's no like great entry players except for him, but we have headshot on him. I guess you could go like entry, body, and headshot and BK, but I think I like this more. Okay. So for the round stage, okay, so it's not. So there's like winners match in the group. It's not round robin. Who does who play first? X-Wing Strike Spirit Academy. You can throw Alien top of scorecard almost every round. You're usually gonna get there. Sangal, I'm gonna save the bottom of scorecard for if Budapest 5 happen to play against the better team on the second round, I guess. Against like the Sinners. If Budapest 5 win, I mean. We hope that Budapest 5 wins against Sangal and then they play against Sinners, and then I'll put Bodito bottom of scorecard. You can go aimbot on him. I guess there's Oxygen on the other side, who is a headshot player. Maybe I save this instead then. Do we have any clutch players? Alien is the best clutch player, but might not have time to put it on him. We'll see. Probably yes. Probably we do though. There's a lot of time to put these boosters on, most likely. Because there's a fair few rounds. Bodito. Do we have good grenade usage on anyone? 8 kills. Body has insane grenade damage. We'll put on not 30 bomb. I always get these two mixed up, by the way, like the 30 bomb and the Kobe. The Kobe and Bodhi. You can put Avenger basically on anyone who doesn't entry a lot. So I would put it on like NBK, for example. Bait on anyone who entries a bit. You can throw it on Body, and for example. Ace could be like Alien, it could be Forrester even. Like Ace could be on a lot of them. Anyone who has high multi-kill percentage, I guess Body or Alien. Rambo, you can just throw on anyone at any stage. I'll go Rambo and VK. I feel like he's someone who could go for something like a Zeus, for example, as well. Saver is going to be Alien eventually, most likely. What about assists per round? Body assists per round is huge. So we save that for that. Need a couple more. We could go like choose, click, get on Bodito here. And then But what about flash assist? Go for this. I should bookmark this page, honestly. So we have NBK. And then I just check here. Like, he doesn't flash almost at all. Or he's not a good flasher, at least. What about Alien? Alien written with a 1, obviously. Cis Oper, of course, he's simple Shiro Alien. Okay. Body. Not very good. Forrester. Not that good. Who did we have lost? Bodito. He might just not be on the page. He's decent enough. I'll put actually flash assists on him. Forrester's gonna get KST. Alien has the highest KST, but I think I'll put KST on Forrester because I think they're gonna absolutely wreck Spirit Academy. So should be good on him. Okay, that's it for this episode. Sorry for that alarm going off. Yeah, that's it for this episode. Remember to like and subscribe if you enjoy this kind of content. Check out my secondary team in the comments down below. And I will see you in the next episode. Goodbye.